What's the deal with it, man? It's your boy Peso back at it again with another one. Yeah, right now I'm on my way to trucking school. On my way to Salt Lake City, Utah. Coming through Vegas. Well, I'm already past Vegas. Well, not past it, but coming through these little mountains and stuff like that. A lot of desert. Yeah, so I'm going to Premier Trucking, and I guess it's a 3-week course. You know, wish me luck. I'm finna try to do my big one, man, so when I come back, I should have them L's, man, on everything. So, like I said once before, just wish your boy luck. I'm gonna give y'all some more footage of the road trip and, you know, stuff like that. So just tune in. And another thing, this is my first video, so this is what the channel consists of. Trucking. If they let me film at school, I'm filming at school. You know, just to give you guys a up close and person view of what's going on. So yeah, once I get a little further, I'll jump back on here and let y'all check it out. What's up with it, man? I finally made it. I made it to where I'm going. Let me show y'all. Y'all can't really see where I'm at. Good CR England. Finally made it. 7-hour trip straight. So I'm finna go check in and see what it do. You know, they said as soon as you get here you can go in, so I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna ask them, you know, whatever I need to ask them, and I'm gonna go from there. Alright, I'll be back to you in a second. Alright, I just got my paper. You see, CR England. Security told me to come check out the bottom level. This is where all the classrooms are at. Stuff like that. I guess this is for the new drivers. We'll come in there, do our thing, fill out paperwork. I had to read the dorm rules, as y'all can see. Bathrooms, gym, got some free weights and a treadmill. I ain't see the barber shop yet. They said they got a barber shop. Nice little theater. The Million Mile Wall. A little game room. A little snack bar. And the bank. Got my room. Man, we're gonna go check out
second floor.
See what he doing.
Going down.
He said left or right. I'm going left. Then we're going down. Oh, this is Jamaica was saying. Okay. 2317. I'm gonna let y'all see the room tomorrow because it's like almost 2 in the morning and they probably in here asleep. So give me a second, I'll be back at y'all.
Default shut off. Yes. And eventually shut off. So if I'm doing my CDL test, this is probably the best way to do that. I might as well just get my lights and my lenses out of the way right off the bat. Okay? Do you see? The light test will flash every light here. Okay? So I'm going to start as I approach the vehicle. I'm going to start. I'm going to look underneath my trailer, or my truck, excuse me. Make sure they got no fluid, no puddles, no hanging wires, no hoses, or anything like that. Also, make sure my truck is not leaning one way or the other, signifying that I might have a flat tire or a busted suspension. So I'm going to start with my lenses and lights real quick. So I got my clearance lights, they seem to be working. My low beams, my high beams. And then this is also a turn signal and forward flasher. Make sure they're all working properly. The lenses are not broken, damaged, or missing, as well as make sure that they are the proper color. Amber at the top, clear at the bottom. We're going to continue on with my lenses right here. Start with my side lens right here. Make sure the light is working. Also serves as a turn signal and forward flasher. The lens is amber. We'll make sure it's not broken, cracked, or damaged, or missing. I got my clearance slide right up there at the top of the trailer. Lens is amber in color, it's not broken or missing, and the light's working properly. I'm doing a look down here real quick to make sure my lights are working properly right here. So I got 2 tail lights. Also started to turn signal with forward flashers, as well as my reverse light. Might make sure they're working properly here. This is my trailer good light. The lens is amber in color. Light's working properly, and the lens is not broken, cracked, or missing. The amber light back here is my ABS light. Just want to make sure it comes on and off. The lens is clean, not broken or missing as well as this marker light right here. Red in color. The red lens is red in color. Signifying the back of the trailer. It's also working. The light's working properly, and the lens is not broken, damaged, or missing. Also, when I'm going down here, I'm going to check the side of the trailer, make sure I have 50% of the DOT reflective tape that's clean and reflective, as well as on my DOT bumper, or somebody brought up ICC bumper, make sure it is 100% covered with 100%. I really don't care about the door, because if I'm inspecting a flatbed trailer, am I going to have to worry about a door? Nope. So, check out my lights here. So I got clearance lights at the top. Tail lights on the bottom. The outside lights serve as turn signal and forward flashers. The inside lights serve as brake lights and tail lights. They're all seem to be working properly, as well as all my lenses are not broken, damaged, and missing, and they are red in color. The door's not part of the pre-trip, but it is your responsibility as the driver. They just took it out of the pre-trip. Okay. So, all right, now we're going to come right down here. Now, the only time it's going to be on this side is we're going to check, A, we're checking all the lights, and B, if we just find a unique item. That's why I always tell people, walk down this way just to see what you have. Again, we already talked about the DOT reflective tape. That light's working properly. The red light back there is working properly. Right turn signal, and light's working properly. So, right here I got my crank handle. Notice it's on the passenger side, so let's just hurry and talk about it. Okay, my landing gear is fully raised. Securely mounted to the trailer frame. We'll make sure it's not broken, cracked, or damaged. Also make sure you have the handles in the stow position. And while making turns, my fish will assist, so while making turns, my landing gear will not strike the back of the truck.
My bad.
Come right here again. Light working properly right here. Alright, so now, not only did I kick my landing gear, landing gear right there, I got the reflective tape on the back of the trailer, as well as the side of the trailer, as well as I got all my lenses and all my lights. So I'm already getting a good chunk of change right here real fast. So let's go ahead and open the hood and we'll check the engine. All right, everybody over here. Now, when we started the engine, we're going to start talking about a few items here. First of all, let's talk about our fluids. We want to make sure our coolant is between mid and max. The tank is not broken, damaged, or missing, it's not leaking, the cap is on tight. Power steering fluid, make sure it's between mid and max. The caps are on secure tight. The tank is secured to the frame. I want to make sure it's also not leaking. Engine oil, pull it out, wipe it off, put it back in, pull it back out, make sure it's between min and max. If I need to add oil, I add it in right here. Now, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to touch as many hoses as I possibly can. So all my air hoses, as well as all my fluid hoses. I want to make sure that there are no abrasions, bulges, or cuts on my hoses. I also want to make sure my clamps and my couplings are secure and tight. Also, they do hold air and they do hold liquid, so I want to make sure they're not what? Leaking. Any audible air leaks or visible leaks on the hoses. Now, let's go to the steering. Let's talk about our steering column. We'll make sure the steering column is not broken, damaged, or missing. Also, make sure my U-joints are lubricated. There's nothing inside them that's going to cause any debris. And then I should have no more than 1 inch of play, 10% play in the steering column. Start it up and see how much play you got. I'll tell you, I have a little bit more. All right, steering hose. 1 or 2 hoses I must specifically mention. Steering hose. I want to make sure my steering hose is the clamps are secure and tight. The hose itself has no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, and
Not leaking.
it's not leaking. Come right here to my steering gearbox. I want to make sure it's securely mounted to the frame. I want to make sure my steering gearbox is not broken, damaged. Also make sure it is not leaking any fluid. So come right here, you can call it, if you want to call it this way, your pivot arm, your drag link, your steering knuckles, and your tie rod. Or you can call it your steering linkage. Doesn't really matter which way, as long as you mention one of those things. So my steering linkage is also not, they're not broken. The links themselves are not broken, damaged, or missing. The bushings are not loose or missing as well. If they're properly lubricated, as well as I want to make sure my capsule nuts and cotter pins are secure and tight, not loose or missing on all my linkage here. Come right here to my tire. Now obviously you can see this tire's been worn, it needs to be changed. But that's why it's a preacher truck. So tires. We'll make sure my tires are even, the tread is evenly worn. We'll make sure there's no abrasions, bulges, or cuts along the sidewalls. Tread depth should be no less than 4 to 30 seconds on a steer tire, 2 to 30 seconds on the rest of my tires. And also make sure my inflation should be no less than 100 psi manufacturer specs. I'm going to check that at the air gauge down here my valve stem. I want to also make sure my valve stem is not broken, damaged, and not leaking, and the cap is secure and tight. My rims. My rims are not broken, damaged, or missing. No illegal welds. All my lug nuts are secure and tight, not loose or missing. No shiny treads or rust trails. Also make sure around my bolt holes are not elongated or rounded out or anything like that. And again, a good way to check your pre-trip is grab hold. If you turn in your hand, it's loose. And just do that every day. It's a good habit to get into. Let's talk about my suspension. My spring mounts, securely mounted to the frame. Not broken, damaged, or missing. My leaf spring is not broken, damaged, or cracked in any way. Also make sure it's not shifted or twisted or anything like that. Make sure my spring mount, my leaf spring is secured. My U-bolts right down here. My U-bolts are not broken, cracked, or damaged. Also make sure they're not loose or shiny, new metal. Shock absorber, make sure it's secure and tight. Also make sure it's not broken, damaged, and not missing, as well as it's not leaking as well. And then your brake hose, make sure that brake hose, the couplings are secure and tight, not loose or missing. Also make sure there's not leaking any air. And then just kind of reach in, check, kind of look, make a look to make sure you got no debris, oil, or grease. Dog. Okay? D-O-G. Easiest way to remember that. All right. Any questions on the front of the truck so far? Okay. Let's continue on then. Now we already got the lenses and reflectors right here on the side of the truck, so we don't need to worry about them. My door handle, or my door mirrors. I'll make sure it's secured to the frame, or it's secured to the truck door itself. The door is not broken, damaged. The mirror is not broken, damaged, or missing. Also make sure it's not loose. There's nothing wrong with a loose mirror up. We're just going to tell me about the batteries. All the batteries are not broken, not leaking, not loose, or not missing. Tell the examiner we lift this cover up. Obviously, don't try to lift it up. Lift the cover up. Make sure the connections are secure and tight, not loose or missing. No sense of corrosion or anything like that. Make sure the door opens and closes. Come right here. My DEF tank, as well as my diesel tank. Both my tanks. Make sure they're securely mounted to the frame. The tanks themselves are not broken, damaged, or missing, as well as make sure they're not leaking any fluid around the tanks or out of the lines themselves. And make sure the caps are secure and tight. Anybody know the difference between a DEF leak and a fluid leak?
DEF is blue.
DEF is actually white.
Yeah.
What DEF is, when it hits the ground, when it hits oxygen, it'll crystallize. But man, you can definitely tell the difference because it smells. It's like concentrated cow piss. It is real bad. So you'll definitely know if you have a DEF leak. Diesel, what's diesel made out of? Oil. So it smells like oil. That's the difference between it. All right, the emergency equipment's right in here. There's a little latch right that's going to be right here. You just pull this open. Triangle's fire extinguisher, and somewhere in there in that mess is the fuses and breakers. I'm not going to look for it because I really don't feel like it. Maybe you need an extra crank handle. You never know what you need. Stuff like that. Okay?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is DEF required in all 50 states or depends on the state?
It's all required on all trucks.
Okay. Because it's an additive for what, pollution?
The truck will
Diesel
not run
exhaust
if you
fluid.
don't have DEF in it.
Got it.
That's the mechanical side of it. The DEF is basically legal emissions, blah blah blah, right?
Yeah. I hate that. I hate they use that stuff. All right, now come right back here. Let's talk about airlines here. So you got my emergency airline as well as my service airline. Make sure they're connected to the truck and my tractor protection valve, as well as to my trailer with my glad hands. Make sure the glad hands are not loose or missing, as well as not leaking any air. I reach in here and just check my glad hand seals. You don't have to pull it off during the CDL test, but check my glad hand seals and make sure they're not loose, worn, or missing. My electrical line, the green line, I'll make sure it's connected to the truck as well as to the trailer. The line itself is not cut, torn, or frayed, and make sure all my lines are not crimped, pinched, tangled, spliced, sliced, ginsu knifed, dragging against the catwalk, or dragging against the ground here. And they're in the stow position. Come right back here. Well, before I forget that. My frame. I about forgot the frame. My frame. I'll make sure the truck frame as well as the trailer frame. I want to make sure the truck frame is not broken, damaged, or missing. Make sure my cross members are secure and tight. No illegal welds.
They're not bent, right?
And not bent either. Come right back here. The same thing. The frame of the trailer. I want to make sure my cross members are secure and tight. The rivets are not loose or missing, as well as there should be no additional holes in my trailer floor. It's not going down to my cargo. Now let's get back to the coupling here. So we'll start with the apron here. So I like to work top, bottom, left, right. Apron, I want to make sure the apron is not broken, cracked, or damaged. Also make sure I got no gap between my fifth wheel and my apron. So now what am I going to talk about? My fifth wheel. So my fifth wheel, it's also make sure it's securely mounted to the platform base of the truck. The fifth wheel itself is not broken, cracked, or damaged. I want to make sure it's also properly lubricated. Or you want to say ample amounts of grease, that's fine too. Don't just go always greasy. Do that one. All right. Now, my release handle is in the lock position. My locking pins, my fifth wheel locking pins are in the lock position. Come right back here. And this is where we're going to crawl underneath the truck. Underneath the trailer, excuse me. Check my kingpin, make sure it's not broken, damage is missing, make sure it's secured to the apron, and that my locking jaw is firmly around the shank of the kingpin. Now, the state of Utah says, hey, you can tell me about right here. A lot of carriers, you know, some of you guys came out and did the agility test earlier today, crawl underneath the trailer. Yeah, that's part of checking the kingpin. So just keep that in mind right there. All right, any questions so far? All right, last thing we're gonna check is right down here.
I'm going to check them tandems.
It's not broken down loose or been twisted. Our release valve is in the in position.
So if I pull it out, the trailer pins would be in the out position. So I want to make sure the trailer pins are on the out position. Okay?
What about those lines right there? Aren't they awful close to the ground? These ones over here?
Oh, you're fine. You don't need to worry about those. But as long as they're 18 inches off the ground, you're fine.
Okay.
Yep. So that's just general knowledge for you guys that, you know, make sure your lines are off the ground. Make sure that, again, CDL test, it's just the bare minimum. That's all we want to do.
What does this do right here? These lines.
Oh, he'll fill the tire up.
Okay.
So, but when it comes to real life stuff, especially you guys who already do have CDLs, make sure you're checking every axle. You're checking every airline. You're checking all your brakes. You're checking everything every day. Get in a good habit to check all this stuff. A normal pre-trip should take you about half hour to 45 minutes. Sierra England requires you to do a 15-minute pre-trip. But I you know, half hour, as long as I know what I'm looking for, should be good. Doesn't mean I have to pull out an air gauge and check my air pressure every day. No. But it's a good habit to get into, just check it once a week. Just to make sure you're good to go. All right, any questions? All right, I'm gonna give you a few minutes to walk around. If you want to climb the truck there, take a look at what's in the truck. It's just basically a training truck here. See what you're going to be dealing with, and then we'll get back in the bus and head back up the building. Okay?
On the test, do you check the air tire pressure?
No.
Okay.
You're just show and tell, not show and do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have a question. I was a bit far back and I couldn't see a lot of the
What's the slide rail doing?
This is the tandem. So basically, yeah, exactly. You hit this button right here,
Yeah.
it unlocks that locking pin right there,
Right
and
here.
then you'll go up there and lock the wheels, and you'll slide this back, or you'll take those back wheels and slide them. You'll slide the back wheels back. You go
How do
back.
you slide the container back? It's
That's
electric.
this.
This?
No, once you hit this button,
Yeah.
it's gonna unlock that. You go back in your truck, you lock these wheels, and then whatever way you need to move the weight,
Yeah.
you'll slide the truck.
Okay.
This is a tandem. This is what he was just saying. So basically, like right now, the tandems are up. These back wheels can go further back.
Okay.
And then that's how you like distribute the weight.
Okay.
So if you're too heavy on your drive wheels, that's the back ones.
How do you
You
know?
will slide
Is there
it.
an indicator in the cab?
No, you go to weight stations. You know, but most of the time, like it's a book or it's a paper that tells you like what states you should, because each state has a different tandem law.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll lock your trailer wheels, and then you'll slide the tractor back, and then these will come forward, so then that'll be hanging off more.
Okay.
Or if it's too much weight in the back, you will pull forward and slide the wheels back.
Okay. So when you pull forward, how are you sliding the rear wheels back? Is it hydraulic or electric?
No, because the wheels are going to be locked.
Yeah.
This thing right here is going to open. This is going to go back.
Okay.
And then, so once you slide, this is going to slide.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then it'll pop back. So it's like you count the holes. Like I think this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's in the 8th hole, or it's 1. I don't know that yet, but
Okay.
I just know how to move the tandems and everything.
Okay. And based on weight, it's the 12th hole or the a toll.
Exactly, but that's state too. Like Mississippi say you can't drive in the 9th hole or something like that, you know?
Okay.
That's another reason why I want to do flatbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of that.
Yeah.
You guys tomorrow?
Yeah, and that right there in the middle, that's kingpin. The shank goes into the 5th wheel.
And then what's the thing that locks? What's that
The
called?
kingpin.
No, the locking.
Locking jaw.
Locking jaw. Yeah.
The lockjaw around the kingpin. I'm such a nerd. I hear kingpin.
So what?
I
The
can only think
kingpin
of
is the
guy.
shank. The shank is the piece that hangs off the bottom of the trailer.
I think so.
Oh shit.
And then the chocks we're supposed to use when I do the brake test.
Let me check in there. Oh, you all good.
Now, during the
Batteries.
test, you are going to lift that cover up, right? He said don't lift it, right? Like he was just.
You ain't no mechanic, bro. Just
But
remember
how
that.
are you going to check the corrosion?
Show it. Don't lift it though.
Okay.
Don't
Keep
do
it
nothing
simple.
extra.
You
Yeah.
just passed?
Nah,
You just passed the other day? Oh, you bought the pass.
2004.
Oh.
Way back. I just keep a note. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm. It's like I'm barely starting over. Like the brake test and all. I need to know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been like
Yeah.
getting away with it. But if CHP pull me over,
Yeah.
fair. So I'm just going over.
That's why I
it.
say, you probably have to pull that cover up to show them there's no corrosion in the cable. The cables are tight. No.
What if that
No.
shit shoot out on your face and shit? Then got you looking like.
Yeah, the
Oh,
battery.
Just telling them.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
There's no
But
corrosion.
if I'm out driving myself, I'm gonna want to know. And you gotta drive now. When you actually before they give you your truck.
DEF, right?
Yeah.
Don't put nothing in there though.
Don't put
Fuck
no
the
what.
engine off.
Oh, yeah,
DEF,
for sure.
Make sure you always blue top.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that should have fucked that engine up.
Yeah, it's
Quick.
over with.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Ain't going nowhere. Load
Yeah.
done.
Hey, you know what I don't know? There's
Yeah.
another tank over there.
That's another fuel tank.
Yeah, so when you fill it, you fill both of them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it's 2 separate tanks.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but it's only one death.
Right. I remember after the guys went over there and looked up. I was like, how the fuck I'm gonna check and see? I'm like, he said, get a stick, put the stick down there. I'm like, man, come get this motherfucker, man. Shit.
Put it in neutral. Is it neutral?
right there, turn the moon, and the way you turn. Just take the foot off the brake, let the truck do the work. Right
line up the hood with that cone or this one?
When you put it out,
Can't bum the pouch off of you. Got bum the pouch off you.
There's 12 milligrams in it.
It's okay. I used to have 15.
Those are good though. I like it.
Yeah.
Are you more like working on the build that everybody
stay over here to the left because we're going to make a right turn up there out the driveway. It's nice and tight because of that island. Stay out
right up here, stop sign. Stay straight. Start turning that wheel. Okay, we're going right up here in the light.
God damn, Joe.